What's good, YouTube? What's good, people? What's going on? How is everybody doing? How everybody doing out there? I guess this is a wonderful trading week, and I guess we're going through this week in a great way. Whether we take losing trades or winning trades, the main important thing is that you stay disciplined, consistent, patient, and most of all, optimistic. This is your boy Harlem, and I'm back with another video. So on today's video, there's gonna be a review update, a breakdown slash review update. Today we're having GER30. The previous one we had gold, right? And the other previous one, the first one was NAS, second one gold, the third is USD, this GER30, and so on and so forth. So now I just want to update you guys from what we were looking for, what happened, and what we might be potentially looking for throughout this coming days, weeks, months, years, and life, right? So let's remember that this is the monthly time frame on GER30. I don't need to break down anything or to just go to the previous history. I just like to look at what recently happened. Let's remember that we did say from this bullish close and this candlestick, we did say that the coming candle, we're at least looking for price to pull back before we can look for continuation to the upside. Fortunately, we did get that right. Price did continue moving to the upside, coming back to respect the what? Coming to respect our support, our resistance, which we closed above off, right? So obviously with price coming back for a retest and continuing to the upside, but all you can still see, it's a bullish move to the upside on the monthly time frame. But going down to smaller time frames, you can understand the picture, right? So now with price continuing to the upside like this, all I can say is from the monthly, I'm just looking to see what will happen when price comes back to our all-time high resistance, right? What will happen once we come to our all-time high resistance? Because there's nothing much that I can say from the monthly. Price is just moving to the upside. Even though I say I'm looking for a pullback, price might come for a pullback, right, and continue to the upside, but it will be a wick, right? It will be a wick, right? It will live a week and continue to the upside. So all I'm saying is from the monthly, I'm just looking to see what will happen once we come to our all-time high resistance, because what we spoke about on the previous outlook, on the previous breakdown, price did respect that zone and price is continuing to the upside. So all I'm looking for is, are we really going to break above our all-time high resistance, or are we going to fail to break and look for a reversal? They're going to be it, people. So on the weekly time.
Oh, are you still watching the video right now? I'm sorry for the interruption, but like you guys know it, that the HSCC and Circle of Traders, they have partnered. What is the HSCC? The HSCC is the Highly Street Crypto Trader. It's the Highly Street Crypto Club, which was started and founded by Mr. Rafsay with a 12-year experience in the crypto markets. The HSCC is a arbitrage crypto trading platform which has led into becoming one of the biggest trading platforms in the world. At the HSCC, they are highly committed into building an ecosystem arbitrage trading crypto platform which generates profits for all retail investors around the globe. They have 4 different plans to earn and invest hefty profits from. You don't want to miss this deal. They start with as little as $50 up and until an unlimited funded deal, right? It depends on what you're comfortable with and what you'll be willing to take part from. I'm gonna leave the link on the description. I'm gonna leave the link on my bio, and I'm gonna make sure that Circle of Traders and the HSCC help you out in the crypto markets from beginner up and until to professional, all the way. You don't want to miss this great deal. Take part into it and something from it, and let the HSCC and Circle of Traders be there for you in the crypto markets. We're signing out.
Let's focus on what we used to talk about, because I remember this candlestick. We were still on this candlestick, if I remember very good. I did say that obviously price is still bullish. Let's look for the pullback before we can look to continue moving to the upside, right? And price did come back to respect our support, people. Price did come back and respect our support, our resistance zone. I mean, price did come back to respect our resistance. So all I can say is right now, because now price had continued to the upside, breaking above previous highs, right? Those intraday highs which we broke above. All I can say is, even on the weekly time frame, because we're still above that intraday high, and price is kind of like having multiple rejections above those previous intraday highs. All I can say is if price comes back and gives me signs that we're still failing to break, then I'm looking to continue to the upside. But overall, it's that I'm looking for price to come back to my resistance, give me a breakout and continue to the upside, or give me a fall to break and look for the reversal to the downside, right? So the monthly and the weekly, they kind of correlate on one thing. There's nothing much that we can say, but price is respecting previous zones, which is it's closing above, and price is continuing moving to the upside. So all I can say is I'm just looking to see if price will get to our all-time high resistance with a breakout or a fall to break. But either way, there's nothing much that I can say on German 30. So we move to the daily. So on the daily time frame now, I also remember the price was still trading somewhere there, and I did say let's look for that pullback and come to look to what the continuation to the upside. So if I had to break down how I could have took a trade right here, you can tell price rejected the first time, price rejected the second time, price rejected the fourth time. I could have took a trade on this candlestick. Once price breaks out, breaks back in, once price breaks back in and breaks out again, closing above that intraday, that resistance, I was gonna look for continuations to the upside. But either way, you can tell that price did come back for a retest and continue to the upside with a sideways movement on our current price. When we look at how current price is moving on the daily time frame, you can tell that price is kind of like moving sideways, right? We're kind of like moving sideways. We're not breaking above, we're not breaking below. We're just respecting the high and we're respecting the previous zone, which we broke above, right? So what I can say is from the daily people, it's that with price moving sideways, all I can say is I'm looking for the break above to continue to the upside, or I'm looking for price to break below and continue or reverse to the downside. But like I say, on the daily, on the weekly, and the monthly, I'm just looking for price to come to my all-time resistance, give me signs of a breakout and continue to the upside, looking for those new all-time highs. If they fail to break, then we'll look to be bearish so hard because price is respecting what? Price is respecting resistance, and price is failing to break that major resistance and look to be bearish, right? But all I can say is now on the daily, price is moving sideways. Obviously, with a sideways move, I'm looking for that bullish or that bearish breakout, and that gonna be it, right? Looking at the last pair, which is the 4-hour. So looking at the 4-hour, people, looking at the 4-hour, just to break down how I could have took a trade, right? So you can tell price has been rejecting for some time. Price has been rejecting for some time until we had this break below and this break back above with a bullish close, with a bear open and a bullish close. The coming candle started off bearish and unfortunately reversed and traded bullish. So with such things, people, this is where I could have took a trade. This is where I could have simply took a trade. This is where I could have simply took a trade, people. This is where I could have simply took a trade. Based on what? Based on price breaking out, coming back for a retest, giving us signs of a fail to break below of that zone and that bullish momentum with the bear depletion that we had, and look to do what? To reverse to the upside. But when we look at our current price, when I look at my current price, people, when I look at my current price in correlation to the daily, price is kind of like moving sideways. I'm just looking for that what? For that close above to continue to the upside, or that reversal below with a break back in or below that zone and look to be bearish, right? But all I can say is German 30, I'm still bullish on price because price is giving me signs that we are continuing bullish. From the monthly, we're continuing bullish. From the weekly, we're continuing bullish. From the daily, we're continuing bullish, but we kind of moving sideways. From the 4-hour, we're still kind of moving sideways. But looking at current price, we still see signs that price might be looking to continue bullish. So with signs that I get, I will continue bullish. With rejections that I get, I will look to reverse and be bearish. But either way or not, price is bullish. I respect price, I'll follow price, and I'll stick to pure price action because this is what I always look to trade. But either way, this is your boy Harlem. That's all I got. I'm out.